Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Academy of Mine. In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect our platform with Microsoft Teams so that you can seamlessly host virtual instructor-led training directly on the platform. This integration allows your company to use the LMS and MS Teams together as if they were one platform. The MS Teams integration also prevents learners from having to click through multiple windows and log into multiple platforms just to attend a one-time webinar or reoccurring training course. Instead, learners can just log into the LMS and join a class in the same place that all their other webinars and on-demand training courses take place. Learners can use their calendar in the LMS to see when classes are. Admins can send reminders of upcoming classes and keep track of instructor-led class attendance using reports. All right, let's get started with Microsoft Teams. Before we get started, if you ever lose track in this video, don't worry because there's in-depth written instructions for how to complete this whole integration. If you just go to the description below in this video, you can check that out. All right, so really the two key things we need to start this integration is a client ID and a secret from Microsoft Teams. I'm going to put another link in the description which goes over Microsoft Teams documentation, but we're going to pretty much explain everything in this video too. All right, so the first step you want to do is go over to your Microsoft Azure account. And if you don't know how to get there, it's just portal.azure.com, log in, and then click on the Azure Active Directory. Then on the left-hand navigation panel, you want to click on App Registrations. And then you're going to navigate up here and click New Registration. So now you're going to see this form called Register an Application. Just fill out the name. As far as that, it can be literally anything you're comfortable with that you're going to recognize. So name the application. And then for supported account types, you want to click on the third option, which says accounts in any organizational directory, parentheses, any Azure AD directory, hyphen multi-tenant, and personal Microsoft accounts, for example, Skype, Xbox. So click on this third option. And then for the redirect URI, what you want to do is click on the selected platform dropdown, click web, and then leave this window open. And we're going to navigate back over to our LMS. So if you're not already logged into LMS, I want you to take a second to log into your LMS. And then in the admin dashboard, I'll give you a second. In the admin dashboard, you want to come down on the left-hand side to integrations, and you want to find MS Teams meetings, click manage. And then in here, you can see that there's already a redirect URI, and you want to copy that. If you just click here, you can copy it. And then you want to go back to the register an application, paste that there, come down here and click register. The only reason I'm not going to click register is because we already registered an application, but you need to click register. Now, after you click register, you're going to be brought to a different page, but let's just pause on this Azure portal right now and actually come back to the LMS where we were on the MS Teams integration tab. Now, if you noticed before that your client ID, even though I blurred it out on the screen, your client ID and client secret would have been empty. And another thing is you wouldn't have had MS Teams enabled, so you can go ahead and enable that. And you'll see the space over here to enter your client ID and client secret. So let's keep this window open again and go back to the Azure portal. And what I want to do is take this client ID right here, click copy to clipboard. And now let's go back to the LMS again. I know there's a lot of back and forth, but back to the LMS and paste the client ID. All right, next on the left-hand side, you want to click on Certificates and Secrets. Then you want to click Add New Secret Key. For the description, just type in something that, a way for you to recognize this. So I'm just going to go AOM, MS Teams, integration. For the expiration date, we recommend making it 24 months because if you have it as 3 months, after 3 months, you're going to have to renew the secret key, so might as well just give yourself 2 years. After you've done the description and chosen an expiration, click Add. And then, boom, there you go. I've blurred this out, but what you want to do is copy that to clipboard, go back to the same page that we added this client ID, and now you want to enter the client secret. So you can just paste that here and save and authorize. Just make sure you also toggle this on so that you're enabling MS Team meetings. And after you do that, just click save and authorize, like I said, and you'll be good to go to actually create your first Microsoft Teams module. All right, so now that the hard work is out of the way, all you have to do is create the webinar module. To do that, in the admin dashboard, go to Courses, Webinars, create new webinar module. Next, you want to enter a title and brief description. After you've entered those, the description is not required. It's definitely recommended, but the name of the webinar is required. After you've done those, the most important part, you want to go down to Service Provider, click Microsoft Teams, choose a start date and time. Obviously, this cannot be a time that's passed. The time zone that this is referring to is something that this is following the time zone your LMS is set to follow, which you can change in settings in general. If you wanted to change that, in our case, it's Eastern Standard Time. So pick a start time, an end time, and then select the instructor. Once you've done those, all you have to do is click Save Module. All right, and I've gone over this about a billion times. I'll put a link in the description to learn more about creating courses and authoring courses with Academy of Mind, how to do that, really learn everything about it. But right now I'm going to show you how to add this webinar module to a course. So really easy from the homepage dashboard. All you want to do is click on Courses, All Courses, scroll down to the course you want to edit, and then click Edit, and then go to Step 2, Curriculum. And basically you want to scroll all the way to the bottom, Add Module, and then type in the module name, and then click on that module. And you want to click and hold the module. In our case, I'm dragging it all the way up the top. So it's the very first module that students see while logging in the LMS. And the reason I'm doing this is just so I can demo it very quickly. And once you drag and drop, just save the module. Now, I'm not going to do a fully interactive demo, but I'm going to show you how this works basically from a student's perspective. And in Academy of Mind, we have the feature where you can impersonate students to really see what it looks like as a student when you make changes in a course. And it's really good for problem solving and fixing any bugs that students may be complaining about. But either way, without even adjusting the window, you just click View as Student, navigate down to the course that we just added this module on. It was called Professional Development. Launch the course and basically find the webinar module. We already moved it to the top, so it's the very first one. Continue course, loading, and there we go. Let's launch the webinar. And we're just going to continue in the browser. All this type of stuff, your options are dependent on what you want your students to do. But continuing in the browser, and then boom, there we go. My name is Jonathan, and I'm going to click Join Now. So we'll let you know when this meeting starts. And then even though it did start, there is no administrator instructor on the other side. So that's why I'm in the waiting room until it starts. I can have my video on, whatever. I can use the different Microsoft Teams features, but there you go. All right, thanks so much for watching the video. If you have any questions regarding Microsoft Teams, let me know in the comments down below. And obviously, if you have any trouble doing this, you can reach out to our team for questions. And I mean, anything. We have documentation, tutorials, as you already know, if you're a client of ours, so you can check out. But if you do need further help, reach out to us directly. If you are looking for help regarding the Zoom integration, if you're using Zoom instead of MS Teams, we have a video on YouTube for that as well. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for choosing Academy of Mind Learning Management System, and take care.